Why are y'all so comfortable online? It never made sense to me. It never made sense as to why people are so comfortable online. And I mean, obviously, people are going to be online. Everything nowadays is on a social media app somewhere. Me personally, I'm basically on YouTube, Twitter, and WhatsApp, and that's all I got. I don't have Instagram. I never had Snapchat. I don't have TikTok. I don't care. Point I'm making is I'm not on a lot of social medias. So for me, it doesn't make so much sense as to why people are so comfortable online. But it boggles my mind. I'm so perplexed when I see people either being crazy flagrant, saying if not the most racist, the most outrageous, or the most rage bait take you could have under a post, or just flagrant disrespect that, or they're naked. Why are you naked? Bro, why are you naked online? Why are there so many OnlyFans models on Twitter? God damn it. I'm actually kind of sick of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting to the point where I don't even open Twitter anymore because I know underneath a post that I want to go and find more information about, there's going to be 5 different OnlyFans models talking about something that has nothing to do with the topic at hand. I opened a thread about a girl who was sleeping with horses. I mean, making corn with horses. In the thread, there were women saying things along the lines of, yeah, well, if you like the way she played with the horse, you love how I do it. And it's just like, bro, do you understand what it is that you're saying? Like one of the chicks, I literally went to go G check because it was actually insane. I literally asked, do you realize you just said you sleep with horses? And you said it proudly. Like, that's weird. You don't think that's weird? And I posted and she never responded. And her account gone. Like off the face of the earth. Do you know how much you have to do wrong to get your account deleted on Twitter? Because there's literal full on accounts with actual corn on it. It's like, okay, it's not like YouTube. YouTube has corn on it, but it's like, it's not the same. If you're getting banned off of Twitter, you had to be so flagrantly either disrespectful, you had to say hate speech to Elon Musk, you had to threaten war with countries, terrorist attacks. Screw it. You have to break into the Pentagon. That's how much you have to do wrong to get banned off of Twitter. And she was banned. I don't know if they're cracking down on their like corn policies and what is appropriate, what isn't appropriate. But I mean, there's literal entire threads of people giving Nazi salutes and saying that they hate blacks. That is literally what they said. I'm not even saying it that way. That is what they said. We hate blacks so much and so much. And it's like an entire thread of just a bunch of, I'm going to assume, white guys just saying we hate black people and vice versa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not even pretend like it is just a white thing. By the way, you can be racist as a black person. I hate the notion that you can't be racist because I'm black and systematically the da 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 da, as though every single decision you've made in your entire life hasn't led to the position that you are in right now, and everyone before you was to blame for who you are at this given point in time. Why are you all so comfortable online saying the things that you say? Why are you so comfortable online being naked? OnlyFans has literally made like doing corn not cool but normal. When was that normal? When did like doing corn not become taboo? When wasn't it weird? Because like it's weird. At least to me, it's still weird. Out of every profession that you could have chosen, you chose to do corn. Like, that is what you chose. You woke up that morning and chose to do corn. That's insane. Like, there's literally 18-year-olds out there that aren't even giving life a chance. They're not going to school. They're not trying to get a job. They literally turn 18 and then boot up that OnlyFans like it's second nature. It's insane. Like, bro, give life a chance. And why are you so comfortable at 18 taking naked pictures of yourself? Like you've been doing it for a long time. Eyebrow raised because I know you have been. A couple of years ago, being on Feet Finder was weird. Like, if we found your feet on Feet Finder, that'd be so weird. And now people are literally throwing away their entire lives to start OnlyFans accounts because it's supposed to be a quote unquote infinite money glitch. Can we give life a try, please? Also, by the way, why are there people on the internet comfortable with sharing other people's nudes? Why are you sending other people's nudes on the literal interweb like it's not gonna be there forever? Why would you do such a thing? Like, what is wrong with you? I feel like a lot of the people that are on social media, that are just on applications, have no home training or common sense. I've literally read threads, especially on Twitter, because I'm not an Instagram person. I've read threads on Twitter where I just see a bunch of idiocy, like everybody's stupid. And not to call everybody stupid, but everybody's stupid. I'm reading this, thinking to myself, am I having a stroke? Am I in a fever dream? Have I lost my mind? Why are you all agreeing that this person is right when they're so clearly wrong? It's not even normal. Like, it's not. And I'm not talking about opinions. It's one thing to have an opinion, one thing to say how you feel about something. But I'm talking about someone stating quote unquote facts. Y'all are way too comfortable online. Like, the type of arguments I've been seeing, YouTube comment section can become a war zone for no reason. Somebody literally called somebody else goofy, and they've been fighting for the past 6 days. I know this because I made the original comment, and they've been commenting under my comment since. They've been commenting under my comment for the past 6 days, back and forth, like it's an argument. It's so dumb because all it did was it started with, oh, this was goofy. Why would you call that goofy? Yeah, why are you upset that I called it goofy? Yeah, but why do you waste your time coming on the internet to? This is literally what the replies are looking like. Why did you waste your time coming on the internet to call people goofy? Why are you still responding to this? Why did you reply back to me? Da 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 da, tit for tat and tit for tat. They keep going back and forth, and it's like no one is going to shut up. I am 2 replies away from telling both of them to just shut up. It's been 6 days. 6 days, and y'all are arguing in a YouTube comment section thread. Why are y'all so comfortable on the internet being the worst version of yourself? Like, the assumption would be that you're trying to be the best version of yourself and portray the creme de la creme of what it is that you could be, and not show everything that you are at home, because that's what Instagram looks like. But no, anything with a comment section, at least a vibrant one, has everybody behaving like the worst version of themselves, and they all have no home training. They all leave the barn door open. Like, for crying out loud, did your mother never tell you to shut up? Like, you could shut up sometimes. Just stop talking. Why are you so comfortable talking so much? And okay, this is also coming from a person who's literally making an entire video about people being comfortable on the internet, being comfortable enough on the internet to complain about people being comfortable on the internet. It boggles my mind as to why people are so comfortable on the internet. Can people have decorum? Can we go back to having shame? What happened to shame? I'm reading threads of people just being the most toxic person they could be, especially to their partners, and I'm asking myself, why do you not have shame over the things that you're saying? What happened to shame? Like, shame isn't a bad thing. Shame is only bad when it starts affecting your interpersonal life. But shame should prevent you from doing a lot of things. It's like, in my country, we call it guababa. Right? It's when you're scared to talk to a girl. Guababa sometimes saves lives, bro. Guababa saves lives. Sometimes you see a situation, and you're something in you tells you, yeah, you're not prepared for whatever's going on here. So you don't go. You don't talk to that girl. You don't, and then come to find out 2 weeks later that girl has been sleeping with 6 different guys, and you would have been number 7. And you know what saved you? Guababa. And where did that guababa came from? Shame of failing. You were so scared to fail. It's fear. Oh, that is a better word for what guababa is. It's fear. You were so afraid to be rejected. The shame you would have felt when you were rejected is so strong that you didn't go ahead, and that's when guababa saves lives. That's when it saves lives. Can save you from STDs, bro. Guababa saves lives. But you know what? There is no shame to save these people's lives on the internet anymore. You're all too comfortable, man. I literally read a thread about a girl planning on how she's gonna cheat on her boyfriend, and people are encouraging her. Why are you encouraging deplorable behavior like the rest of us aren't gonna see you do it? You're not conspiring in a corner somewhere. This isn't a private chat. This is on Twitter. Like, we can all see you all being toxic human beings. Why are you so proud? Why are you so proud about being shameless? Literally, Shameless the show. Half of the internet is Shameless the show, where you can do just about anything and nobody cares because there isn't any shame to throw around. Like, you've been such a deplorable human being for so long. It's literally out of character for you to be a logical, smart, I don't know, decent human being. It's literally outside of who you are to be a decent human being, purely based on what I've seen online. I don't know what people are like in person. I hope you're not the same person you are online in person. Some of you have problems, like actual problems, and not problems where it's like, oh, this can be fixed if you just like start working out in the morning. No, you have, I need to go see a therapist and they need to tell me off. Like I said, I've seen things that are so uncouth, they're so deplorable that it's unfathomable someone is completely okay sharing this type of information on a platform where just about anybody can see it. It's like y'all forget that you need to get jobs at some point, and they're gonna look at the tweets that you have, and when they see you've been racist to X, Y, and Z person, they're gonna consider, hey, maybe you are a quote unquote locker room talk. You're locker room cancer. Basically, you're not gonna mesh well with the ethos of the work environment, and you're gonna be problematic purely because of the way that you interact with people you don't know online. You have to get a job at the end of the day. You have to be a functioning member of society at the end of the day, and your digital footprint is forever. It's not footsteps in the sand. It's footsteps in concrete. It's there forever. Okay, not even footsteps in concrete is there forever, but it's there forever. It's there forever. Your digital footprint, and my digital footprint at the moment is basically me poking fun at people and then giving genuine advice. I'm a completely normal human being on the internet. I'm exactly who I am in real life. I'm literally who I am in real life on the internet. Nothing has changed. Like I said, if you ask people who know me personally, would I say something like this? They would say yes, because this is who I am. This is literally what I'm like. Things like this bother me because it bothers me that it doesn't bother other people. Literally, for instance, why do we keep seeing these freaky ads on YouTube? Like, people, okay, now people are making videos about it, but there's freaky ads on YouTube, there's freaky videos on YouTube. Like, why is nobody worried about this thing? There's literal kids on the application of YouTube, and I literally keep saying it. There's corn on YouTube. At some point or another, I'm just going to use the P word. But there's corn on YouTube, and there's kids on YouTube, and that same corn is not age restricted. Why? Because it found its way on my feed. I don't even look up freak stuff. If you go through my YouTube, it's basically animation videos, food videos, and whatever random thing I'm into that month. Metal crafting or something. I've literally been recommended a video of implied corn. It was implied corn. YouTube recommended this to me, which means it's not only recommending it to me, it's recommending it to other people. And if that video isn't age restricted, the likelihood it was recommended to a kid because it's an animation. It's not even real, people. It's an animation is high. It's an animation in bright colors. Why are you so comfortable posting bright colored animation corn on YouTube that you know is probably going to be majority watched by kids because it includes kids, shows, characters? When is it gonna end? When are people gonna have shame again? Why are we so comfortable exploiting everybody around us? And that's an insane thing to ask. I've gotten to the point where I'm asking for contradictory things to what I believe. I'm asking for shame to come back. Last week, I was contemplating if bullying is that bad. Because when I was bullied in high school, I turned out completely fine. Okay, completely fine is a stretch. But I turned out completely fine. And there's kids out there that will never be bullied their entire life. And they just running around being the weirdest little obnoxious POS that existed. Because their mom never beat them. So they just assume that everything they're doing is completely okay. And the people around them that's getting annoyed need to go and suck an egg. Because they're not in the wrong. Everybody else is in the wrong. Anyway, that's been me. Yeah, this is the new outro. I'm not gonna say drink water anymore. Go outside, touch some grass, go have fun, live life. Buenos dias.